Hillary Clinton isn't presidential hopeful Donald Trump's only target. He is also singling out fellow billionaire Mark Zuckerberg in his criticism of U.S. immigration policies. He says the Facebook CEO is trying to make the path easier for immigrants to land jobs at high-tech firms, jobs that Trump says should go to Americans first. Earlier today, Trump tweeted, "I want talented people to come into this country, to work hard and to become citizens. Silicon Valley needs engineers, etc." That's what Mr. Trump says. Joining us now for a Fox Business exclusive are Ron Hira. He's a professor of public policy at Howard University and an international scholar on the topics of immigration and offshoring of jobs. And here in my New York studio, Gary Shapiro. He is the CEO of the Consumer Electronics Association, representing more than 2,000 companies in the technology world. Gentlemen, welcome to both of you. Ron, I'm going to start with you. Here's what Mr. Trump alleges is going on. He says that it is cheaper for a technology firm like a Facebook or Google or Microsoft, to be fair here, to hire somebody from overseas, pay him 20 to 40% less than they would an American worker, give them that visa for a short amount of time, send them back to their country of origin, done deal, good for business. What do you say?
He's absolutely right. He's right on the money. It is cheaper to bring in H-1B workers than hiring Americans. Okay.
Now, what about all those STEM graduates, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, Gary? You know, there's a lot of them out there. Some are actually saying, as some studies are pointing to, 74% of them working in fields other than their chosen professions because of the H-1B visa.
Well, the truth is that the people that are coming in that Mr. Trump talks about are actually being paid under the law. They must be paid a comparable wage. And in the engineering field, like Mr. Hira is, they actually get 9% higher than the average engineer. Yes, many STEM graduates are...
But isn't that, I mean, comparable wages in a competitive environment like Silicon Valley, where they are trying to attract top talent? Again, it's better for the company. If I'm the CEO, it's better for me as a shareholder to hire somebody from overseas and send them back. Not a long-term commitment.
It's better for you and it's better for this country to get the best possible people we can get.
So we should just give all those we should triple the amount of visas.
We should triple them.
Well,
and
what
you know
about
what we should do?
Americans?
Anyone who gets a STEM PhD or master's degree at our great university should be asked to stay. Instead, we're insane. We kick them out. It is absolutely wrong.
But there's Americans that want jobs.
But
what about
that's
the
like saying
American
anyone
worker?
can this isn't cutting your grass. These are people that are the highest level people in the world, and we want them here. We should attract them here. When they go to our schools, we should keep them here. And what Mr. Trump wants to build up an invisible wall around this country. And with all respect to Mr. Trump and Mr. Hira, he's wrong. Even Mark Cuban recently said on today on Fox, he's being considered for Trump's vice president. But you know what? He disagrees. Trump is wrong on this issue.
I don't know that he'd be a good vice president, but he and Mr. Trump certainly have the same personality. All right, Ron, now help me out here. Talk to me about this potential figure here that we're talking about, that 74% of these, let's see, adults with these degrees, STEM degrees in the United States, are working in other fields. They weren't hired within their chosen degree field. They had to go into finance, into accounting, into marketing, because foreign workers were taking those jobs. Is that in any way, shape, or form true?
Yeah, there's absolutely a lot of truth to that. I mean, obviously, it's a complicated thing, but we can look at the examples of Disney, for example, down in Florida, forcing 250 of its American workers to train foreign workers on H-1Bs, Indian workers who were earning about 45% less. And the only reason Disney did this was because they could lower their labor costs. Same thing happened at Southern California Edison in California. And we know that Google and Apple have conspired to keep wages down. You know, there's that wage fixing scandal out in California. So I think it's pretty naive to think that a company that could bring in cheaper guest workers wouldn't. It's a very lucrative business model, and the majority of the H-1B program is used by outsourcing companies, offshoring companies, who are bringing in their business models, basically cheaper guest workers instead of hiring Americans.
Gary, I'm going to give you the last word here, but that's the thing. It does make business sense. Whether it's the right move by an American company, I don't think it is, but it does make business sense to get a top worker and you pay them less.
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
You have to get top workers are not interchangeable. We want to say that Google and Apple somehow conspired, or Facebook, is absolute libelous. It is wrong. They go for the smartest people people in the world that they can get
why
who
are
are
they sending
passionate.
them
There was a judge who said so. There was a finding, there was a settlement. They agreed to
by
it.
building, and this is what many tech companies are doing. They're going overseas so they could hire the best people they want. We don't allow them in this country. What Mr. Hira, Mr. Trump wants to do is what the unions want to do, and they want to build a barrier around this country for the best.
Let's be clear that there's bipartisan support from Senators Grassley as well as Senator Durbin to do the same thing that Trump is proposing.
All right, guys, we don't have, I'm sorry, we're out of time, but great discussion on this. And I think this issue is going to continue to be a big discussion, frankly, for the 2016 campaign. Guys, thank you very much.